I think I owe you an explanation for what happened earlier.
Hmm? You mean when you collapsed in the battle?
You should know that something happened to me at the tower before you came along. Remember my apprentice, Petra? She encountered a demon in the tower. It would have killed her had I not intervened. I saved her life that day, but I did not survive that encounter with the demon.
But you're standing right here?
Let me explain fully. I engaged a very powerful demon to rescue Petra. It sapped me of all my energy and will and left me drained. It took everything I had to defeat it. And when I was done, I no longer had the strength to keep my heart beating. I remember my life ebbing away. Everything receded from me. Sound, light. I remember being enveloped in complete, impenetrable darkness. And then I sensed a presence enfolding me and cradling me, whispering quietly to me. The sensation is impossible to describe. I was being held back firmly but gently, as a mother would a child eager to slip from her grasp. I felt life and warmth flowing through my veins again. I began to be aware of small sounds and the discomfort of my hip pressing into the cold stone of the tower floor.
So you never really completely dead then?
The Fade contains spirits both benevolent and malicious. The benevolent spirits seldom make themselves known, because they want nothing from mortals, unlike the demons. It was one of these spirits that saved me. Without it, I would be dead. And it has not left me. It is with me, even now, bonded to me. You see, I am supposed to be dead. It is the spirit that is keeping me in this world. And this is not the way of things. Perhaps the spirit did not expect this, but it is weakening gradually. I am living on borrowed time.
Then we will make the best of that time.
Yes, that we will.
Ok. Eu achava que. Não. Tá.
Do you remember our discussion?
Uh, what discussion?
About Marjolaine and me, and my doubts about my path. I just wanted to tell you that I thought about what you told me, and you were right. Despite what Marjolaine says, I am not like her. I know that now. I've found peace in knowing the Maker, and nothing will change that. I've followed you to make the world a better place, and as long as I keep that in mind, I will not fall. Sometimes, it takes another to show us the truths we hide from ourselves.
It was my pleasure.
I'm glad I left Lothering in your company. You have proven a true friend, and I thank the Maker for you. I enjoy the nights at camp. The night always seems more peaceful to me, safer.
I know what you mean.
I feel the night grants us a reprieve from the troubles of the day. Silly, isn't it? The Darkspawn never sleep, and they lurk in the shadows.
It's not silly to seek moments to lay down your burdens.
I enjoy those nights when we stand guard together, talking to pass the time in those small hours. Well, I talk and you listen mostly. Sometimes I succumb and fall asleep and wake to find you still watchful. And I know you're watching out for me.
You never have to feel afraid with me.
What I'm trying to say is that I trust you. I'm comfortable around you. I know you'll be there when I need you. You are our leader and my friend, and sometimes I think that maybe we could be more than that. Maker, look at me stumbling over my words like an ill-educated peasant girl. Some bard I am.
You're cute when you're embarrassed.
I'm not embarrassed. I'm just flushed because of the heat.
Someone like you being interested in someone like you being interested in me is flattering.
What? Are you saying I have bad taste? Why can't I like you? You're a good person, a great listener, a remarkable warrior. You often show signs of intelligence, and you're fairly good looking. Your features are in the right place.
Não tem como. Thanks. You're so complimentary.
You're welcome. I try. There isn't much more I can say. My feelings have been laid bare. You are very special to me.
Viviana, vou te decepcionar. La 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 la.
Really? No one told me. You felt the same way and didn't do me the courtesy of informing me? You made me say all those things. Why couldn't you have said them first? Oh, you... Oh, how very awkward.
That's me. I'm a terrible person.
Oh, chivalry is so dead, making the lady spill her guts like that.
Mm-hmm. Ah, sou muito horrível, Viviana. Tu nem sabes. Adoro que a música está tão alta. Nem deu para perceber o que ela disse agora. Adorei. Eu simplesmente adorei. Incrível.
I await your command. We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. I await your command. So, full of questions, are you?
You called,
Não, não tens nada para falar. Esquece.
as you wish.
Ok.
I'm here for you. Of course. Wait, you want to talk about us? Is there something bothering you? Really? I'm here for you. Of course. We've traveled far and wide. I might need some comp.
Vamos aqui continuar. Então. Já sabe.
Yes.
Mesmos personagens de sempre.
Yes.
E agora nós estamos onde? Se eu for passar desse pico outra vez, será que já tem aquela cena? Já está.
Welcome back, Warden. As you can see, we've been busy. Cleaned the place up a bit. Even my brother Mikhail came out of hiding. Never will you find a finer smith. Also, got some goods stored here that might interest you. Buy them now before my cousins move it all someplace else.
Did you tell your family about Sophia?
I thought about it, but I figured that it's not a bad thing to believe that you come from a line of lions. even if the truth is a touch more complicated. Our family's belief that we were wronged, it gave us strength to make something of ourselves.
Okay. The keep looks a lot different.
We've a big family. When you were away, we all pitched in. Hard to believe there were undead, demons, and worse around here, right?
Any trouble with Avernus?
I've not a peep from him. Seems to like keeping to himself. But I keep telling the children to stay away from the tower.
Ok. I would like to see your words.
Certainly.
Quer dizer? A sério? Eu já tenho um win. Não, obrigado. Tem cenas aqui para vender? Tipo joias? Não, não tem. Tem isto. Vende. Tem muita coisa aqui. Vou vender a armadura tempária, não preciso disto. Isto aqui também. Não vou precisar de... Vende. E acho que está tudo.
All right.
Vamos aqui. Vou deixar aqui a minha espada da família. Que eu não vou precisar por enquanto. Ui, mas já não tinha dado. Está certo. Acho que já tinha dado, mas ok. É que o... Bom. É pior. Alistair. É melhor, então tens aí. Ok.
What can I do for you, Warden?
Awares. Fiz bosta. Mas tem aqui outra loja também. Que é do primo. Está na porraria.
You? You're the warden? My family owes you. Any weapons I make, I will sell you for a discount.
Ok, diz aí. O que tens aí? Temos capacetes fixos. E caros. Caros. Ok, tive aqui a ver um bocado a loja. Vou gastar um bocado de dinheiro para o meu personagem. Porque ele merece. Então. Ok. Estou pronto? Pronto.
Going.
Então vamos aqui para a Guerra Civil, já que estamos aqui perto. E ser atacado pelo meio do caminho também. Ok, fomos cercados. Esteve com o hino. Bora lá. para chegar aqui no magro. Não. O magro vai. Ah, mas tá bem. Oh my god, boss. Fiz bosta. Então também não posso jogar.
Ready! Good to go!
Nice. Tô brincando, faz não faz. Depois o menino morreu porque eu fui burro. What? Ficou bugado caralho, não percebi isso.
As you This part takes forever. Let's have at it!
Ok. Vamos ver, vamos ver. Já vai ver se fica bem. Foi bom conhecer-te. A Viviana está-se a aguentar bem até.
Right away.
Estás a falhar tudo, Viviana. Como é que estás a falhar tudo agora? Explica-me. Assim acertas. Muito bem.
I'll try to be merciful.
Bora lá. Não costumo usar isto, mas agora tem que ser. Para dar mais dano. Bora lá. Acredito que Viviana.
Let's make this quick.
Ai, falhaste. Deixa eu ver mais pessoal. Bora. Estás contigo, Viviana. Acredito em ti. Bora, minha filha. Bora, Viviana. Estás a conseguir, Viviana. Bora. Consegues, minha filha. Consegues. Vai. Meu Deus, isto está tenso. Isto está muito tenso, mano. Eu estou a gastar muita posição. Meu Deus, nunca gastei tanta posição na minha vida. Bora. Só porque não consigo fazer isto. Vai. É o último. Meu Deus. A Viviana salva-me.
That was interesting and draining.
Meu Deus. What was that? Did you summon the spirit?
I called forth the spirit that sustains me, so that it could lend us aid. I did not realize it would take this much out of me. It seemed a good idea at the time, if a little rash. I think it may have weakened the spirit a little.
That makes sense.
Anyway, I feel quite all right now. And it seems that my little trick could be useful in a pinch.
I don't want you inserting yourself.
I promise I'll be careful. And thank you. Your concern is touching.
Meu Deus, a Viviana conseguiu salvar nisto. Diamante, lindo.
Yes.
Fui salvo pela Viviana. Meu Deus do céu, nunca achei que eu ia dizer isso.
And I'm off. Going.
Get your arses off Ban Talman's land. We won't Ben Needle again.
Loghain is the regent. He demands your...
We're not Orlesian lick-spittles. We owe no man our allegiance. Leave!
Take their lands by force, men. Regent's orders.
Ok. Por que não consegues? Não consegues fazer isso. Tá foda, eu vi isso consegue. Muito bem. Muito bem. Vamos ver.
We showed those Loghain upstarts.
Ok, deve ser isto. Vamos aqui para a quest da DLC. Eu acho que isto vai-nos dar Osgamar, né? Acho que é. Uhum, tenho certeza. Join the fray. Só... Ah, o gajo morre de qualquer jeito, pois é. Devia ter ouvido, porque esqueci-me que o gajo morre de qualquer jeito. Agora temos de focar Eric. The royal courts of Eldon former king still shine to the stains on this man's uniform. Up close, the man's face is unmistakable. Remember is Eric Merrin, the member of Karen's Honored Guards at Ostergard, and close confidant of the king.
Thank you. I didn't expect the band's men to notice my escape so quickly. I tried to hide here in the woods, but there wasn't time. And now I'm a dead man.
What do you mean, there wasn't time?
You were there in Ostergar. You know how things went. For me, it was either this, or die in some dark spawn's belly, or be hung as a deserter.
Yes, I recognize your face.
You were there with the Grey Wardens, one of Duncan's new recruits. I was to guard the king. He was my friend, understand? Maker. All that time in Ban Loren's prison. And I couldn't stop thinking about all they suffered that one dark night at Ostergar.
It's not your fault they died.
I know. Even had Loghain's men not turned their backs on us, the Darkspawn were too many. Even Kalen, for all his bravado, knew there would be no victory at Ostergar. The king entrusted me with the key to the royal arms chest. If anything were to happen to him, he said, it was vital I deliver it to the Wardens.
Is this chest important?
The royal arms chest. It's where Kalen kept his father's sword. The one he always said he'd slay the archdemon with.
More than that, there was a secret compartment where he kept documents concerning his dealings with Empress Celine and the Orlesians.
Do you still have the key?
The Maker has a sense of humor, doesn't he? I suppose it's for the best, however. Had I kept it, it would be in Ban Loren's hands by now.
But you said Kalen entrusted it to you.
I was afraid. I thought I would lose it on the battlefield, so I stashed it in the camp. Please, it's probably still there.
Where?
The key's behind a loose stone at the base of a statue. I'll draw a map for you, so you'll know where to search.
You'll be taking me along, won't you? Call me sentimental, but I left behind some dark spawn that really deserve a sword through the middle.
The events at Ostagar still haunt my thoughts, Warden. If that is where we are headed, I would like to accompany you.
It is vital that the King's documents do not fall into the wrong hands. As for Marik's sword, it is too powerful to be pawed at by those monsters. Same for the King's other arms and armor. And if you happen to find Kalen's body, see it off. He was our king. He shouldn't be left to rot amidst the Darkspawn's filth.
Okay. Okay. Siriana. Next 3 mais cunning. Next. Não tem quem é expert em batalha. Ah, preciso mais cunning. Ok. E... Vamos melhorar isto aqui. Ok. Muito bem. Está tudo, né? Então posso pegar estes pontinhos, mas eu não quero. Então já tenho agora Ostagar outra vez. Então agora vamos para os anões. Finalmente, agora sim vamos entrar na parte dos anões. E afundar-nos nas Deep Roads. Esta piada foi uma bosta, mas eu tentei fazer uma piada boa, peço desculpa. Vamos então aqui entrar em Ostagar. Não, Osgama. Eu confundo os nomes.
Vieta, this land is held in trust for the sovereign dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
I have urgent need to talk to your king.
Who doesn't? If I don't get in, no one should.
Ui.
Orzammar has no king. Endrin Iduken returned to the stone not 3 weeks ago, sick over the loss of his sons. The assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
Vai dar bosta. I am a Grey Warden. This treaty obliges Osgama to hate me. É nisto, né? Não, é tipo... Isto é muito autoritário. The Grey Wardens need their traditional dwarves allies.
The Wardens killed King Kalen and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the royal seal. That means only the assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor? And a foreigner? In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden.
Vou se intimidar. Run to your false king. The dwarves will not hear him today.
You'll hear of this. King Loghain will see you quartered.
Estou cheio de medo de ti.
You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
Bora lá então. Entrei.
How magnificent.
Your arrival is a mixed
These must be
blessing.
the statues
We
of the
prefer that
dwarven
outsiders not
paragons.
witness our infighting, but your presence will be tolerated.
Ok, não, sossega ou faz.
For the love of paragons, please. Spare a few bits for the
Eu queria, mas
show
o jogo
some
não deixa.
pity for a
Peço desculpa,
poor
Miguel.
old man.
Now that's a
All
thing
right.
of beauty, daughter. If you work hard like Branka, all Orzammar will know your name.
Mother, I don't want to be like her. Don't say that.
Ok, só códex. Prontos.
It is sometimes so hard to believe that you have been through so much at such a young age.
I think I look younger than I am.
Yes, that is possible. When I was your age, I was just about ready to take on my first apprentice. In hindsight, perhaps I should have waited a few more years. I was arrogant, my confidence bolstered by my youth.
It is so hard to imagine seeing you now.
Oh, I've had some 2 decades or so to grow mellow. Believe me, back then I was quite prickly.
So you are like a fine wine, yes? Losing the raw edges over time.
I suppose there is some truth to that analogy, but dear Maker, I do hate being compared to wine. Or cheese. Especially cheese.
Ok, seems legit. Mas códex, um dia vou ter que parar. Para quem quiser ver isto, vou só, tipo, tenho aqui 300 mil códex com 300 quilos de história. Venham, sejam felizes, que eu não quero.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew!
Handlers, separate these dashers in the diamond quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
Not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Ele morreu. Ok, tivemos aqui uma pequena demonstração de confronto. Foi gostoso.
I won't have fighting in the commons, especially in front of outsiders. I find that sodden fool, I'll have him in the Legion. Vieta, Surfacer. I'm bid to let you walk the commons, but keep your place. Warden or not, I want order.
Seems legit. Can a city function like this?
See, that's why I don't want you surfacers seeing our worst. You'll think that's all we are. The market is thin, but busy, and the tavern never closes. Bad blood is usually kept to the proving. Should toss Balin and Harrowmont in there, sort this all out in a hurry.
The bride is coming and I need to ask my assistance.
Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here.
Paragons?
Surfacers appoint no paragons? Truly, you're lost in all that sky. They are the best of us, declared living ancestors. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter.
Sounds like Bahan and Ormont are the ones to talk to.
They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the Assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate. Yes, you should.
Nossa. Os Paragons, se não me engano, são tipo os heróis deles, das lendas e tal. Não ias falar nada, Win? Não? Ok, desculpa. Isto o quê? Jannar Armas, como eu já vejo isto.
Ancestors, guard my son, for he is lost in dark.
I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? Although, I can't imagine your ancestors reside in the stone.
Who are you?
My name is Vilda, widow of Turok of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Ruck. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul.
What happened to him?
It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them.
Do you want to look for him?
How? There is no way except to brave the Deep Roads yourself.
I am a Grey Warden. That's what we do.
A warden? So you could do it. Only wardens face the Deep Roads without a company backing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers.
Take heart, good widow Filda. We'll do our best.
Please, find me as soon as you return.
Claro. O que é que tens aqui para vender?
Topsiders? Good. Get some outside gold in here. Calm people down. Make them think we should open the gates for good. The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin stands for.
Your origins to this burning squirrel. Why?
Not your business, but I see where the gold is. He's the traditional pick, yet he wants a new way, whether some like it or not.
Okay. Some say Baron killed his father.
Just as many say Harrowmont. Neither are paragons, and the scales being equal, I go with the promise of more trade.
You approve of this chaos?
Can't find ore without splitting some stone. My investments are solid, I'll be fine. The Assembly has done us a favor. They've shown just how loose the sand is under our feet. It opens people to change.
A buy is coming. Osgrimmar can be divided.
Orzammar will decide what we can or can't be. Blight may be imminent on the surface, but our warriors are well seasoned against dark spawn. There will be topsiders left for trade. There's no end to you.
O que é que tu
I'll
tens?
take your gold. You're good for that.
Ah, mano. Eu bem tenho que dar uma coisa de jeito, não dou-te um pontapé no cu. Isto é o quê? Gives the reader one or more points to spend an attribute, but it's random. Isto é random, ou seja, pode dar um ou mais pontos. Funny. É uma cena de sorte. Muito bem. Tudo que mais queria, sorte. Eu não vou gastar dinheiro com isto, peço desculpa. Meu Deus. O gajo tem muitos presentes, mas eu não vou gastar dinheiro com isto. Não vou, são 3, não quero. Não vou. Não sou obrigado a nada. Não quero. Pão no vosso rabo. Que diamante. Não custa mais. Custa 13, eu só vou vender por 75. É sério, jogo. Meu Deus. Isto é um roubo. O que tens, oh brother Burkle?
Maker's blessing on you, brother.
I didn't think dwarves believed in...
I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar.
What permissions do you need to open the chantry?
The Shaperate controls changes in Orzammar's structure and society. I need the Shaper of Memory's permission to open a prayer meeting.
Do you want me to talk to him for do you want me to talk him for you?
Oh, I'd hoped you'd say that. I can see the Maker's hand on your shoulder, guiding you always.
If this chantry could help just one person as much as it helped me, it's worth any trouble.
Please, let me know as soon as you've heard anything.
Para mim isto é tudo bullshit, mas todas as pessoas são livres de fazer o que quiserem. Então, se a pessoa é feliz acreditando no Maker e poder rezar para o Maker, porque não pode ser feliz aqui em Osgrimmar? Ué. Essa é a minha opinião, claro. Já começou a ver alguma coisa. O que temos aqui? Tens aqui uma taverna.
Oh, wonderful. A dwarven tavern. I've always wanted to try some of their ale. I hear it's quite potent.
Ui.
Told him I don't understand why the provings aren't open to everyone. I mean, it's how the ancestors show their favor. Do they really need our help to decide who's worthy?
Eu acho que este gajo vai ser importante, mas não é agora. Porque tem o nome amarelo. Só que como não tenho nada... Depois eu vejo. Depois eu volto cá. Corra.
Atrust Vala, stranger. You must be the Grey Warden we heard about. Welcome to Tapsters. I'm Cora, your hostess. How may I serve you?
I like to drink.
With 52 types of ale, 17 types of mead, and a dozen imported wines, we should be able to serve your needs. What do you have?
Meu Deus. Bota.
Someone's feeling generous. A round of Valentis Red for everyone.
Quanto dinheiro que eu vou gastar com isto?
This, my friend, is the paragon of ales. The best your money can buy. Enjoy.
Ok. Ah, nem gastei tanto. Também foi só isto. Lost. Deixa eu gravar. Deixa eu ver o que o Jandar tem.
Welcome to Jan-Ar Family Armorers. I must say, you look like our type of people. Looking for a new set of mail? At Jan-Ar's we have everything from leather to platinum.
Let's see what you got.
Of course. Keep in mind we also take items on trade.
Então, deixa eu cá ver. Meu Deus, é só bosta. Esta espada não é má, só que também não tem muitas implicações. Como eu disse, é só bosta, meu senhor. Tenham piedade com esta bosta. Onde é que está a filha do gajo? Gostava de saber. Só que anda por aqui. Está bem. Deixa eu só aqui falar com o Garen.
Greetings and welcome
Okay,
to
good to know.
Garrison's luxury goods shop. Wow, there are a lot of you, and I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying?
Are you alright?
Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Most people don't anymore. Or maybe they're too polite to mention it. I had a little incident a few years back. Too much time with the raw lyrium ore, you know. Maybe it was a bad thing. I cut myself and the dust got straight in the blood. Since then, it's been a little hard for me to concentrate.
Okay.
Except when forging. Then I'm straight as an arrow. Best work I've ever seen. Look around the shop. See for yourself.
Okay, thanks. O que é isto, meu? Mano! Foda! O que é isto? Ei, meu, isto é muito bom, mas... Fónix, não queria ser mais caro, não. Meu Deus! Olha, isto é para Morgan, se não me engano. Ficar sem espaço neste jogo é uma maravilha. Juro. Vende isto que eu não vou precisar. Qual destes é o melhor? Vou vender estes dois, vai ficar com o fogo. Ficar sem espaço neste jogo é uma maravilha. Vou comprar isto. Também vou comprar o outro livro para ficar mais forte. Então. Espero que chegue algo bom. Ok, um talento. Ok. Preciso de 35 de Dexterity. Meu Deus. Ah, já tenho o coisa. Ataque, o almoço. Isto é bom, isto é bom. Mas... A sério? Meu Deus, que bosta. Já estou arrependido de ter usado isto. Meu Deus, mas que bosta. Porque é que... Eu não tinha percebido que era tão bosta deste género. Ai ai. Eu já falo com a Dagna. Se for só um ponto eu vou ficar irritado. Se for só um ponto. Estou puto. Eu estou puto. Estou puto agora. Nossa, estou puto. Gastei isto só para um... Estou puto. Ah, vagabunda, vem cá.
You look like you're not from around here.
Can I help you?
I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
My companion here is a senior enchanter of the circle.
Oh, my lady, it's an honor. I've never met an actual mage. Is it true you can manipulate nature's forces with your mind? Like you were born with lyrium in your veins?
Don't let the glamour fool you, child. Wielding magic is a dangerous occupation and a great responsibility.
Vou fazer uma pergunta estúpida. Are there any mages here?
Of course not. Haven't you read First Enchanter Caitlin's treatise concerning dwarfs and the non-heritability of magic? He tested dwarfs from 20 bloodlines and found they couldn't perform any level of spell casting, regardless of lyrium exposure or time on the surface. The Circle speculates that lyrium in the stone shields us from spiritual influences, and over time made us immune to them.
So, what do you want with the circle?
I want to go to the Circle to study. I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing.
I can bring the circle you request.
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcasts. Tell them I've already begun reading the Teventer Imperiums for Tikum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child?
She's so enthusiastic and adorable. I'm glad we're helping her.
Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
Eu sei que ela pode parecer irritante, mas ela é uma personagem muito importante no Dragon Age 3. Eu não sei se eu tomasse a escolha de não lhe ajudar, se ela não ia aparecer e depois ia faltar uma coisa importante no jogo. Ou se de qualquer jeito ela ia se tornar o que ela vai se tornar no Dragon Age 3. São dúvidas que eu não sei. Eu não posso ir por aqui, para não?
The deep roads are home to the Darkspawn now. Oddly, they're supposed to be safer to travel during a blight.
Sim, eu acho que ainda primeiro tenho que falar aqui com umas pessoas. No Diamond Quarter. Agora que eu estou a pensar que eu vou ter que fazer um pequeno desvio e voltar para...
From what I've heard of dwarven politics, I'm almost surprised we haven't seen blood running these streets.
Voltar para o Círculo dos Magos. Obrigado por me interromper, Viviana. Pode-me tocar.
Grey Warden arrives in Orzammar, undoubtedly to offer assistance to Lord Harrowmont.
Ok, ninguém disse isso, mas ok. Quanto é que vale? Tem algum dinheiro? Dá para ganhar algum dinheiro com isto? Lady Days? Who are you?
This has dragged on
Ah,
too long.
então caguei.
It's an insult to King Edwin's memory.
O Harrows é o velho, né? Tem que com o Dublin?
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Dulin Forrender.
Dublin, desculpa.
Second to Lord Harrowmont, King Endrin's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help.
I would speak with the Lord Harrowmont.
In an ordinary time, Lord Harrowmont would be honored to meet you. Unfortunately, we've already caught more than one of Balin's spies approaching Harrowmont under a pretense of friendship. So I'm afraid I won't be able to take your word. If you want to speak to Harrowmont, you will need to prove he can trust you.
How can I prove I'm not working for Harrowmont?
That's a generous offer. If you mean it, you might attend the proving today. The Deshers take it very seriously. And unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Harrowmont's best fighters into stepping down.
So, you'd like me to enter into proving Arrow's name?
It would certainly make your loyalties loud and clear. Balin would never work with anyone who humiliated him in that way. Harrowmont would have no fear of meeting with you then.
Pode ser.
Excellent.
Se não me engano,
The
acho que eu vi
arena
o
is
melhor.
located off
O outro
the
gajo é
commons.
um arrombado.
Talk to the proving master and tell him you're entering Lord Harrowmont's roster. The key fighters we lost were Guidon and Beisel. You can look for them in the fighters' preparation chambers behind the ring. And be sure it's before the fights begin. After the first bout, no one may change the roster. If you need to find me again, I will wait in the Tapster's Tavern off the commons. There is no better place to hear gossip. Perhaps even word of your victory.
Ok.
Thief! Who would dare take from the memories? Warden, I'm outraged. A thief and a shaper. What have we been reduced to?
Did you get a good look at him?
I did. He was bald, with the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine. He's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dust Town. They couldn't know the value.
Ok.
Yes.
Horta.
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research.
What kind of research?
I was looking for something about the Orton Tig. It was lost during the last blight, and there aren't many records left. They were a noble house once, descended from the Paragon Orton, who composed the grand epic of the Seven Brothers and the Ortonic Symphony. My mother's family believes they were descended from Kalana Orton, who was training in Orzammar when the Tig fell. I'm even named for the house, Orta. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads.
I'm a Grey Warden. I'm not afraid of deep roads.
A Grey Warden? Mother always said that if anyone could find the Tig, it was the Wardens. I hear Prince Balin and Lord Harrowmont have both been sending out small teams these days. Yes, if you can find the Tig in any records, that could do it. That could prove I'm a noble. If you could. Maybe now that you're looking. It's almost too much to hope.
Não te preocupes, depois eu te ajudo. Vamos então aqui fazer uma quest.
When I last walked this hall, Endrin was king and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the Shaper of Memories.
How do you know who I am?
The Grey Warden's visit has been recorded in the memories. along with all who accompany you.
Ah, tá certo. I would like your permission to open a chantry here.
That is an odd request, especially for one so new to our city.
I come on behalf of Brother Burko, a cleric of Redcliffe.
I thought so. This is not the first time he's made this plea. My answer to Brother Burkle hasn't changed. So I ask you the same. On what basis would you have me insult the ancestors and overturn 2,000 years of tradition?
Eu tenho que persuadir no máximo, então vou usar isto. What harm would it to let him in preach?
He seems a charitable man, but that is a thin thread on which to tie Orzamar's traditions. Very well, he may hold a prayer meeting as he requested, if not build a new temple to his god. At least the words would come from one of our own. Now, is there anything more?
Tell me some of Osgrimm's history.
We were a great empire once, outnumbering even humans and elves. We traded with your Tevinter Imperium, and our land stretched as far in the deep roads as theirs did above. Kal Sharok was capital then, but we lost too many battles. We lost our golems, and we lost our territory. Now the Empire is simply ruined tunnels filled with darkspawn.
What are the deep roads?
They were once our highways beneath the mountains. Now the darkspawn claim them and few venture there, except your order, who enter the deep roads when they retire, so they can die slaughtering as many darkspawn as possible.
How did you lose your golems?
The Paragon Caridin, a smith of unsurpassed genius, invented the golems. For years they were our weapon against the darkspawn. One golem is worth a dozen dwarves in battle, but Caridin's Tig is far into the deep roads. When it fell, we lost his secret to creating golems. There are books about it along these walls if you would read more.
What's the take?
They are to us what a colony is to surfacers.
Where is Kal Sharok?
At the other side of the old empire. During the last blight, the kings of Orzammar knew they couldn't hold everything. They sealed the deep roads, abandoning everyone still trapped in far-flung settlements. It was the only way to survive. Kal Sharok is the only other city to outlast the blight. We only rediscovered them recently, and they still haven't forgiven us.
Enough is a let's talk basic Osgrimmar again.
I will settle your mind if I can, Warden.
What is the difference between a Aesir and a Paragon?
All dwarves who die return to the stone as ancestors, to guide their families forever. But only one every few generations rises to Paragon. A Paragon is a dwarf whose accomplishments change Orzammar so much that the Assembly recognizes they've been born blessed. They are venerated as living ancestors and found a new noble house forever bearing their name.
Are there any Paragons in Osgrimmar now?
There is one Paragon of this generation, a woman named Branka. She was born a smith, but her inventions caught the Assembly's eye. Before she had seen 20 years, she created a smokeless coal. It could burn in a cave without vents and no one would choke from it. It earned her Paragon status.
Where is Branka now?
She went into the deep roads 2 years ago, seeking out secrets of the ancient smiths. She never returned.
Ah, já sei que é Branka. Okay, never mind, I should
Your
go.
presence here has been recorded in the memories. I wish I knew what significance it has.
Já sei que é Branka. Agora estão aqui a ver os livros. O que não falta aqui são livros e muito XP para ganhar.
And I'm off. All right. And I'm off.
Mano, isto aqui é muito free XP.
All right.
Viana, estou a ver. Espetáculo, teu. Ui, isto é um gift. Shit. O que é que eu posso mandar? Calma aí. Vamos ver. Ainda não chegas lá. Ainda não chegaste lá, Alistair. É pena. E precisas de cunning. Muito bem. Então vamos ter survival. Ao menos ganhas natural resistance. Mete aqui. Ok. Consegues usar alguma coisa daqui? Consegues usar a armadura dos Warden. Bom, por enquanto é melhor do que nada, não é, Alistair? Estás mais forte. Fodão. Um dia eu também vou usar esta armadura, Alistair. Portanto, peito a pau. Eu evito usar essa armadura, Alistair. Mas eu não posso. Isto vale quanto? Lixo. Ok, vamos continuar a nossa jornada então. Mas antes de continuarmos aqui com a história, eu tenho o meu inventário muito cheio. Como podem ver, já estou nos 70. Já está cheio. Não é muito, estou cheio completamente. Então vou para o acampamento, dar alguns presentes que tenho para dar, vender umas coisas, porque eu vou para as Deep Roads. E eu nas Deep Roads, agora acho que ainda não vou para lá. Mas nas Deep Roads há muita coisa que eu vou apanhar. Eu depois vou ter que estar a andar a fazer escolhas, então não. Eu acho que a partir daqui eu já posso ir para o acampamento, se não me engano. Não, não posso. Tenho que sair daqui, calma aí. Posso mudar os companions só. Mas quando vou sair daqui, vou entrar para o acampamento, olha. Também será as minhas feridas, também já não é mau. E é isso, vamos ter que andar assim.
Legion of the Dead Warriors secretly wear Prince Balin's colors. Our prince has Orzamar's deadliest warriors.
Já estive aqui, não? Royal Palace, não Place. Palace! Sim, já estive em Royal Palace.
2 years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that?
Bronca didn't go alone, Ock. She took the whole house, everybody but you. So just get over to Tapster's and drown yourself already. You know as well as I do, that's how this always ends.
You think I'm afraid of some cub warrior who's barely off the teat? Ha!
You lift a weapon or attack a single citizen in Orzammar, and you're stripped of your caste and exiled. Even you can't have forgotten that. Get out of here before I call a guardsman.
Preste atenção bem neste personagem aqui. Prestem muita atenção nele. Porque ele vai ser importante.
So, I've been hearing rumors that a certain wine merchant is falling behind on his payments.
I can't imagine what you mean. I pay my expenses.
What about the expenses your good friend Jarvia incurs when providing your protection? It's not easy ensuring nothing bad happens, that no one decides to just burn everything in your store.
My store! Please, I don't have much. Business isn't good. People are scared. Tell Jarvia I'll get her money.
Jarvia is not happy with your promises, old man. Now let's go inside and see what you've been holding back.
Missão secundária, aqui vou eu.
This is all I have right now. I could get more if I sell something.
Well, well. Looks like we have a visitor. Friend of yours?
Is there a problem here, friend? Are these men threatening you?
Please, don't get involved with this. You don't know what they're like.
Then allow me to make some introductions. These are dangerous times in Orzammar, stranger. Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos. You're wearing some fancy stuff there. Might make you a target. So if you want the Carta's guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns. Or I can't say what might happen.
Ui! Ui, de carta?
You really should learn more about the places you visit. The Carta is the foundation of business in Orzammar. It's a commercial venture of like-minded individuals who make money in whatever way suits their talents.
Or a gang of thieves running a protection racket.
You say protection racket, I say honorable business. You say thief, I say dead human.
That sounds like a threat.
Are you going to make your donation to the Stranger Safety Fund? Or do I have to show you how dangerous Orzammar is?
Mostra-me.
Whatever you say, dead man.
Tô cheio de ti. Vem cá, ó, filha da puta. Olha, tu és o primeiro. Adeus cabeça, otário. Este careca é o segundo, já. Bora. Tu és o último, bora lá.
What have you done? Great ancestors, he's dead! In my store. I have to get out of here. I have to hide. Jarvia will hunt me down for this.
What do you know about his Jarvia?
I've never met her, of course. They say she never leaves Dusttown. That's the older area of the city where the casteless congregate. She's the one directing this depravity. Since good King Endrin died, they're getting bolder. I wouldn't be surprised if her men come after me in the Diamond Quarter itself.
Don't worry, I'll take care of her.
Don't even whisper that. She's untouchable. She has a secret base below the city, and they say there's a whole army down there, ready to die for her. Actually, we shouldn't be talking here. I need to run.
Não, não precisas nada de correr. Ok.
The Blight. How will you end it?
Ok. É já assim? Nossa. We have to fight the Archdemon.
Is that all? It is surrounded by an ocean of darkspawn. How will you reach it? If you reach it, how will you slay it? You say you are a Grey Warden. I have heard stories of this order.
What have you heard?
Great strategists and peerless warriors. That is what we hear of the Wardens. So far, I am not impressed.
I'm new to the Wardens.
Will you make that excuse to the Archdemon, or the victims it claims in the meantime?
Stan. Olha, Stan. Faz-me favor. Vai para o caralho! Pá, Win, tem alguma coisa? Deixa eu ver. Win, Fussy Scroll. Duvido que eu tenha algum Fussy Scroll. To reach of the true prophets. Meu Deus. Olha, isto é para a Win mesmo. Win, minha querida!
Oh, marvelous.
E vinho. Eu não tenho vinho para a coisa. O Zevran, tem alguma coisa para o Zevran aqui? Barras. Só barras. Barras de ouro, barras de silver. Ah, Zevran, fez uma bosta. Stan. Deixa cá ver. Stan, Totten, Water, coisa. Eu duvido que tenha alguma coisa para o Stan. Eu comprei isto? Desde quando eu vou-me bater em mim próprio. Mas ok, agora já está. Ah, como eu vou-me bater em mim próprio. Pronto. Isto é para o gajo que ainda não apareceu. Pois isto também é para o gajo que já apareceu, mas ainda não está connosco. Isto é para Morrigan, né? Morrigan.
What have you there? A mirror? It is just the same as the mirror which Flemeth smashed on the ground so long ago. It is incredible that you found one so like it. I am uncertain what to say. You must wish something in return, certainly.
It's a simple present for a beautiful woman.
I have never received a gift. Not one that did not also come with a price attached. But I would be a fool not to accept such a gesture with grace. Your gift is most thoughtful. Thank you.
De nada. Carai, bicho! Deixa eu falar com a Morgan antes de dar o outro presente dela. Eu quero ver se já dá um Paranoé. Será que já dá aqui um Paranoé?
It is cold in my tent, all alone.
Ai, ai, ai. You must be joking. Filha da puta. Then get a thicker bucket.
I was thinking a warm body next to mine might be even better.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so?
Good. Then let us waste no more time with foolish talk.
A cara dele! A cara dele foi a melhor coisa.
I see the stories they tell of Grey Warden endurance are not exaggerated.
Oh, there are stories.
Indeed there are. The unanswered question, of course, is whether the endurance exists because of the taint within you, or because the Grey Wardens are by nature so very healthy. I enjoy the thought that 'tis a little of both. Natural prowess, driven by a darker side.
Was this time... Thanks. Was this a one-time thing?
That is entirely up to you. Simply know that I have no designs on your independence. I wish only to do what I desire, and if that coincides with what you desire, then so be it. And should you decide not to continue our misadventure, then so be it. Very simple, is it not?
And what about love? Does that enter the picture?
Oh, now you ruin the mood by speaking profanities. Silly man. Come then, let us be off before the others begin to stare.
Ok. Agora vai dar merda. Vai dar merda, vai dar merda.
I see you're still with Morrigan. I thought you said she didn't mean anything to you. What are you playing at? You tell me you like me, that I mean something to you, and you have her on the side? It's not fair to either Morrigan or me. Do you say the same things to her that you say to me?
Não! Eu não disse nada disso, nem tive a oportunidade. Foi só tipo, bora para a tenda. Bora! Of course not.
Just show me some respect. Show us some respect, please.
Eu disse que estava a ti. Eu disse que eu queria que éramos namorados ou casados. Eu não lembro disso, mas ok. Uh, you're both wonderful. Isto é a frase mais bosta possível, mas foda-se, mano. Bora que há aqui uma novela mexicana. You're both wonderful and I respect you both.
Wonderful people have their limits too. I care for you, more deeply than I can say, but I can't watch you going to her all the time.
Toda a vez, foi só uma vez, Bibiana, cala a boca. Vou partir o teu coração em dois. Isto é uma vingança por não me deixares comer Isabel. Mentira, não é vingança não, é só porque... Eu sou o homem decidido, Viviana. Tu e ela são as minhas paixões. Mentira, é só o Morgan mesmo, pau do teu cu.
I see. That's your choice then. I understand.
Agora os pontos vão cair para um caralho, mano. Vai cair para um caralho. Pensei que isso é pior. Tá-se fixe. Viviana, eu dou-te aqui um presente. Mano, Andraste está na tua vida, Viviana, entendes? Andraste para sempre, vá.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
É, agora é só friendly. Acho que, mesmo se tu quisesse, já não posso mesmo ter mais nada com a Viviana. Mesmo se eu quisesse. Mas isto é uma cena que eu queria, onde é que era? Isto é para Morgan. Eu não tenho mais nada para a Viviana, para não. Acho que já lhe ofereci tudo, praticamente. Que eu pedi lhe oferecer. Eita, Viviana. Não vejo aqui. Isto foi para o Alistair. Tem alguma coisa para o Alistair? Não, para não. Não. Não tenho nada para o Alistair. Para o cão. Caga para o cão. Faltam-lhe só os sapatos. Não, ainda faltam algumas coisas. Uau, tenho bem presentes. Mas pronto, vamos então aqui falar com a Morgan. Eu não sei se ela vai falar alguma coisa acerca da Liliana. Então deixa eu ver se a Morgan tem alguma coisa a falar.
I have something for you.
It's bigger than the bright box.
'Tis a ring. Now, before you get any foolish notions, let me explain. Flemeth once gave me the ring because it allowed her to find me no matter where I went, in case I was ever captured by hunters. I disabled its power as soon as we left the wilds. Recently, however, I thought to change it. Now, I will be able to find whoever wears it instead.
It's a sweet gift. Thank you.
It is not given out of sentimentality. I believe you were too important to risk. If you were captured, this ring would allow the rest of us to find you quickly.
So you're giving me Pubi out of particularly?
I have no desire to see us part company so soon. Not unless we wish to, that is. Do not read more into it than is there. You have supplied me with equipment. Certainly this is not so very different, is it?
I'm glad to see you care.
Now you are mocking me. Do you wish the ring or not? I am tempted to simply keep it.
Does it do anything else?
Flemeth used to say that 'twas a link between us. One that I presumed worked both ways. I never tested it, but I doubt she would have lied over such a thing. So it would mean I am linked to you as much as you to I.
So I could find you if I need be.
I do not know. As I said, I never tested it. Perhaps.
Thank you for the gift.
You are welcome. Perhaps it will be useful someday.
Ok, então... A cena com o anel dela me bosta, meu. Em termos de coisa, é uma bosta. Completa. Não, obviamente que eu não vou vender. Mas, mano, é que é uma bosta. Não podia ser mais bosta. Phoenix é uma bosta o anel dela. Pau no cu. Backstep. Para backstep acho que a Viviana seria melhor. Yeah. Sei lá, ela pode estar a dar aqui fecha, não sei. Porque é uma bosta. Isto é bom. Em termos de coisa é melhor, só que depois tem ganda range. Mano, é ganda range que isto tem. Porra! Meu Deus. Isto aqui vale 1. Isto aqui vale quanto? 67. 67. Oh boy! Isto aqui vale quanto? 7,5. Agora vou aqui ao Harvester. Nem pode porque não tem Dexterity. Muito bem. Também não vou lhe dar mais Dexterity. A coisa que eu queria também aqui fazer era ir aqui ao Stan. Dar uma armadura ao Stan. Não? Não tem bónus de coisa? Jura? Não tem. Então tá, né? E agora eu vou vender tudo o resto que eu não preciso. Ah, vê um outro personagem, mas não, caga nisso. Não vou coisa. A espada do Stan é boa. Mas não. Em todo o caso, ainda falta presentes. Falta pá. Eu acho que a Morgan vai ser a primeira que eu vou conseguir no máximo, não? Olhem para isto. Olhem para isto. Olhem para isto.
Fine gift. You have my thanks.
Olhem para isto. Olhem bem para isto. Silver Diamond Head Ring. Isto não é para ninguém. Juro que isto não é para ninguém. Isto é um presente como qualquer outro. Não estou a ver. Não, não. Eu sei que isto é um presente comum para qualquer um. Sério. Mano, que poste. Iria jurar que isto era um bom presente. Agora que eu penso, eu podia ter metido este presente para guardar, caso eu fosse necessitar. Eu podia ter metido os presentes para guardar. Ah, mas eu sou burro, agora caga. Silver Ah, não, isto é para vender. Pensava que era outra cena. Deixa eu cá ver uma cena. Agora se ri.
We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Tenho medo de saber o que é isto. Deixa-me só gravar aqui o jogo, primeiramente. E deixa eu ver o que é que isto vai dar.
We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
We need to discuss us.
Discuss away.
We never talked about our nights together.
What is there to speak of? Do you wish me to tell you how wonderful you are? Shall I say you are virile and manly?
Okay, Morgan. I just want to know where this is going.
An odd question, is it not? What do you foresee? Marriage? Children?
Yes!
Shall we settle in the countryside? You paint the shed while I bake the bread?
And what's so terrible about that?
Are you truly serious? Enough. I do not...
Nossa.
I have no patience for this sort of blather. If you wish to know something specific, I would prefer you ask it. Otherwise, leave me be.
Carai. Não precisa ser assim.
We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
E não tem mais nada, não?
Discuss away.
É. Já pode ensinar os outros a ser coisa, né?
So, full of questions, are you?
Sim. Can you teach others to become
Possibly, if I had the desire to.
A sério?
I do not.
And why not?
I was told to accompany you and to help you, and that I shall. This may extend to the teaching of my mother's skills in time. For now, I simply do not know you well enough. There's nothing.
O quê? Tu não me conheces bem, Morrigan! Morrigan! Tu tens 91 comigo! Tu não me conheces bem! Nós dormimos juntos nesta tenda! Caralho! Morrigan!
We are in camp, so 'tis as good a... What's this? 'Tis a rather odd discussion you seem to desire, leaning in so closely.
Do you object?
Not unless you stop.
Lá vai uma música alta para caralho, os meus ouvidos sofrem. Pau no teu cu. Foda-se. Pronto, acabou. Pau no teu cu, Morrigan. Como é que está aqui a grande Viviana?
She's a lucky girl, Morrigan.
Not really. There has been sadness in her life.
That is not what I meant. She caught your eye. Though looking at her, it is not difficult to see why.
Nossa. Ciúmes é foda, Viviana. She is interesting once you get to know her.
Well, I want you to know I am happy for you.
Notas para caralho.
I know that look. You have something on your mind, don't you? Of course.
Desculpa, depois falamos, já? Era só mesmo para saber se estavas coisa. Então, vou vender aqui umas cenas.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. I'm
Pronto, já enviei muita coisa. Vamos continuar aqui a jornada.
Yes. Horseful.
Indeed. Of all the...
Yes.
Yes.
Dizer aqui ao gajo que está à vontade.
Andraste teaches that patience is the child of wisdom, but I'm eager to hear if you've seen the Shaper.
We agreed to let you hold your prayer meetings.
Oh, praise the Maker! You truly walk in the light, friend. I already found a convert among the merchants who offered his shop as a temporary chantry. It's just by the tapsters. Please, come to our first service.
Ok. Isto o que? Isto agora é Chantry, né? Ah não, isto Ok, então vamos para o Dust Town. Enfrentar a Catra.
Dear, the differences between this side of town and the others is striking.
There's a rich one. We'll get back.
Eu estou com o arco e flecha.
Plenty for their kids once we cut them off.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform.
I am Asher, a Grey Warden.
Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity. Especially for someone with a few connections.
Depende do que estejas a falar. I have to hear what you're asking.
No offense, but your kings have some laws that don't make sense in a practical kind of world. Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium. The sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate that. The laws are meant to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the Circle Tower. I got one man named Godwin. He's expecting a delivery of a stone's weight. You want an investment opportunity? I could see fit to, say, sell you that lyrium instead, at the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns. You can keep it, or, since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee.
Ou seja, tu estás-me a propor para eu fazer um negócio ilegal, é isso? Smuggling is illegal, I'm turning you in.
I don't think so. Boys!
Mas é um bom dinheiro que o gajo está-me a oferecer, era 20 moedas de ouro. É Deus a oportunidade. Ah! Olá a oportunidade.
Spare a bit for... Have you a coin to spare, my lord? It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I.
Here's 5 silvers. Buy yourself a meal.
Thank you. That a stranger would care so much when my own family barred me from their halls unless I'm willing to. But no! I can't bear to even think of it!
What's wrong?
My name is Erlenda. I wasn't always like this. I was born to a mining caste family. We weren't wealthy, but I never went hungry before. Now it's all gone, and it's my own fault. Ancestors curse me, but there's nothing I can do to set it right.
What happened?
I fell in love. He seemed so exotic, you know? Tough and smart, and never had to bow his head to anyone. He was casteless, and I know he was just trying to father a higher caste child so he could petition for status. But our child was a son, casteless like his father. My parents disowned me and stripped my caste from me. Unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him.
That's horrible.
I cannot abandon my baby. The Shapers teach that only children of true lineage exist, not those born casteless. But they never carried a child. He cries like any other infant, and smiles when he's warm and full. I can't kill him because of an accident of birth, an accident I forced on him.
Nossa! Nossa! Calma! Mano! Já nasceu! Mano! Não, agora já nasceu, agora caga nisso, né? Foda-se! Pá, foda-se, mas ao menos dá-lhe uma oportunidade de viver, cara, já que está vivo. You should go to the shelter. They help children in need.
I heard as much. There was a man speaking on the street, talking about the human religion. He called himself a cleric. Said he could help me.
What? I will talk to him if you like. You may take the child.
If he can help, my gratitude would be unending.
Depois eu tenho que falar com ele então. Mas agora tenho que falar com esta aqui.
Well, look at that. It's not often old Nadezda sees a fine-dressed stranger here in Dust Town. Help a poor cripple.
Man, não necessidade. Here, 5 silvers to buy some food.
Well, thank you truly, my lord. That's right good of you. It takes a stranger to notice how bad things are, huh? No dwarf would lift a sodding finger. Excuse my language. What takes you out of the diamond quarters, stranger? You got a vice you're looking for old Nadezda to fill?
Tell me about this town.
It's pretty much as you see it. The raw stone where the casteless live, because we're not welcome elsewhere. You're born to wear a branded face in Orzammar, and you'll live your life in Dust Town.
What do you mean by brain?
Means you don't exist. It tells everyone who sees you not to work with you, not to serve you, and not to care if you're hurt. The Deep Lords burn it into us the day we're born, so no one accidentally oversteps her place.
How did you get crippled?
I'd say it was an accident, try to get some sympathy coin, but you look like you'd rather hear the truth. I was running protection for the Carta when some guardsmen caught me. Duster I was with had coin for a bribe, but I took a stand. Guardsmen broke my sodding kneecaps and had me kneel in dung until the infection set in. Never healed proper.
Yes. Nossa. Can they just get away with that?
I don't know where you're from, but in Orzammar, casteless have no lineage, so it's no crime to hurt you. You're born to wear a branded face in Orzammar, and you'll live your life in Dust Town.
Que merda. Where's the body to get drunk around here?
If you have that kind of coin, Salroka, you don't want to drink what they've got here. Take yourself up to Tapster's. Long as your face isn't branded, they've got anything you want.
I should get
I'll
going.
just stay out of your way then.
Mas não é ela que eu...
Didn't get enough of the architectural beauty of Dust Town? You need old Nadezda to play Torga. I'll just...
Mas mano,
And I'm off.
a Cata não era com aquela gaja? Eu agora estou confuso. Calma aí, deixa-me ir aqui ao jornal. Osgamar. Meu Deus, tanta missão. Não. Não, speak. Não. Ui, jura que era aqui.
What do you want, Warden? You're out of your element down here.
I'm looking for a thief who dared to steal from the shared plate.
Is that so? What makes you think anyone here would turn me, I mean this person in?
Já te entregaste, mano.
Warden. I've already passed your stupid tome along. Too bad for you.
És bem burro.
Yes.
Mano, tu és burro que nem pedra. Pensava que a Cata era aqui, juro. E se não me engano era falar com a gaja, mas... Tá, vou voltar, caguei. Não tenho mais aqui para fazer. Já posso? Aqui é o Gamma Sentry.
Welcome to what will soon be Orzamar's first chantry. The chant of light will reach all corners of the world. We will never forget who made this possible.
No. I met a woman who needs your help.
The chantry never turns away a soul in need. How can I help?
She needs food and one bed for her child.
To send someone like yourself on such a mission? I suspect she needs more than that. But send her here, and she will find succor for any wounds of the body or soul.
Ok, agora é só falar com ela.
Going.
You're back. I thought you weren't coming. What did he say?
Go to Border Burko. We will care for you.
I never thought anyone in Orzammar could care for the fate of a castless child. I will go at once. If there's something he can do for my son, I will count your name higher than the ancestors.
Ok, obrigado. Acho eu. Ok. Quest feita. Também não foi muito difícil. Pelo visto não tenho mais nada aqui para fazer. Eu tenho aqui a Catra, que é da Jarvi e tal, mas por algum motivo não me aparece. Provavelmente, já entendi. Embora que eu tive problemas, eu acho que o outro gajo é que vai me dar a quest realmente. Tenho praticamente a certeza que vai ser o outro gajo que vai me dar a quest, agora que eu estou-me a lembrar. Então prontos. Eu ia falar com o outro, mas eu sei que o outro gajo é um grande arrombado. Então prefiro o velho mesmo. O velho é muito melhor. Estamos só aqui.
Wynne, is this yours?
Oh, a bag of components. Thank you, dear. I was wondering. You're quite taken with each other, aren't you?
Eu cliquei Nelson, queria foi? Não percebi esta. You know about Morgan and me?
Well, she's hardly discreet. The way she looks at you, it's as though she's completely forgotten there's anything of you above the waist.
Aww. That's part of her charm.
I've noticed your blossoming relationship, and I wanted to ask you where you thought it was going. She is a cunning woman, a maleficar. She will use you for her own ends.
Pois é. A Morgan e a Wynne não gostam uma da outra. No, I trust Morgan.
I am telling you what I see and what my instincts tell me. And even if the feelings you share are genuine, this affair may not be the best thing for either of you. You are a Grey Warden. You have responsibilities which supersede your personal desires.
Wynne. Faz-me um favor. É assim como já disse ao Zebran. É assim como ainda há pouco disse ao Stan. Faz-me um favor. Vai para o caralho. I'm a human being with emotions, not just a Grey Warden.
Love is ultimately selfish. It demands that
Foda-se!
one be devoted to a single person who may fully occupy one's mind and heart to the exclusion of all else. A Grey Warden cannot afford to be selfish. You may be forced to make a choice between saving your love and saving everyone else. And then what would you do?
E eu salvava toda a gente. Exato. What am I supposed to do? Tell Morgan to go away?
You may have to save one or both of you unnecessary anguish later on.
Dá vontade de responder isto. Ela não vai gostar nada que eu vou dizer. Eu vou dizer, eu sei o que é o melhor para nós, não tu. Acabou.
I have given my advice. Do with it what you will.
E farei mesmo, Moinho. Pau no teu cu. Com essa tua conversa de bosta.
I hear there are all kinds of rules that govern the proving. They get very mad if you break the rules.
Ok.
Look, I already told the Proving Master I withdrew. Do you have to keep harassing me?
Who are you?
Why, I'm Basil Harrimont, but you know that. Why else would you... if you weren't looking for me, do me a favor and pretend I never said anything.
What do you think I'm looking for?
So I take it you weren't sent here to find out if I withdrew from the Proving. In that case, never mind.
If you tell me what's happening, I could help you.
Look, it's just, when I was younger, I had a thing with this Idukan girl, Revelka. Lesser cousin, nowhere near the throne. Her family wanted her marrying up, so they matched her with a BMO. But we didn't exactly stop seeing each other.
Ah, todos nós já percebemos. And now Bell found out?
I thought we were discreet, but she's married to a Desher's heir. He'd kill me if he knew. So I have to slink out of here like some worthless brand for fear Balin will tell the whole city.
What evidence does Bell have?
They have letters. Love letters Revelka wrote me. If they were made public, she'd be disgraced. Her husband would cast her aside, and I would be lucky to be allowed to die in a duel.
I can get those letters back.
You'd do that? I don't know how to thank you. I know it's my own fault, but I'd have married her if I could. Balin's fighter Miaja has the letters. If you make sure she never shows them to anyone, I'll fight for Harrimont again. But you need to find them quickly. Registrations close once the first bout starts.
Eu já não tenho isso.
The proving's almost starting. I should leave if you haven't found anything.
Mas eu vou lutar na mesma. Eu quero lutar.
The proving will begin shortly. I'm sure you can find a place in the stands. Or were you here to take part in the fight?
I like to fight as World Earth Champion.
Well, that's a surprise. Never thought the Grey Wardens would take an interest in our king. Let me just put you into the schedule here. Now, is there a particular name you wish listed?
I am Master of the Grey Wardens.
We'll just call you Grey Warden, seeing as those human names are a real burr to pronounce. We actually have an opening in the first round. Are you ready to start?
Mano, o meu nome é muito fácil, é só dizer Asher. Muito melhor do que dizer Baramut. Ou Beirad. Ou Balin. Pô, caralho. Ah, tomando o cu, arrombado. Yes, I'm fucking ready,
That's what I
bora.
like to hear. I will warn you, though. This is your last chance to make preparations or meet the competition. Once the fights begin, there are no new additions to the roster. All withdrawals are treated as losses and a sign of the ancestors' disfavor. Do you want to start, or would you like some time? The fighters' quarters are behind the ring.
1 second, eu vou só gravar aqui o jogo. E já voltar.
Remember, once the fight begins, the roster is final. No new additions are
Bora.
Go down to the ring, then. I'll be right there.
Eu não preciso saber quem é que eu estou a lutar, eu vou derrotar todos.
This is the glory proving, fought under the eyes of the paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. First up is Sewern of the warrior caste. Many of you remember when Sewern made history as a lad of 12 by defeating his own father in this very ring.
Tá certo.
Today, he fights as a champion for Prince Balin. Opposing him, in Lord Harrimont's name, is a member of the famed Grey Wardens.
In the name of House Idukan and our future King Balin.
You honor me with this fight.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Bora lá. Manda vir tu pior, mano. Fraco.
The winner is the Grey Warden! That was an exciting start, Warden. Sawern is rarely trounced, and so thoroughly. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Bora.
Excellent. Let us go. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. This round, Paramount's champion takes on the notorious duo, the warrior caste twin terrors, now fighting for Prince Balin, Miaja and Lukjam.
May the stone honor you.
When you fall.
Sure, and may the dirt taste good when I feed you the
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Ah, dois gajos. Os gajos pensam... ah, estes gajos são... estão a brincar comigo. Opa! Pronto, a tua irmã já era. Agora és tu. Até amanhã. Oi? Até amanhã. Sou bosta.
The winner is the Grey Warden! Well, that was an exciting bout. 2-on-1, and you took them both easily.
Sim.
Are you ready for your next opponent?
Manda vir.
Excellent. Let us go. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. Paramount's champion has held the field so far, but how will he do against one of the legendary Silent Sisters? We'll find out as the Warden faces Lady Hanashan, who proves her worth to Paragon Ashtith the Grey by cutting out her own tongue.
Uau! Uma zona!
And to our Prince Balin by fighting in his name.
Good luck for you.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Por que eu... Eu perco... Ah! Tá bom. Fraca.
The winner is the Grey Warden!
Ah, vá lá, não tem ninguém mais difícil?
Paramount will be pleased, Warden. The Silent Sister support was a great boost for Balin. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Manda vir.
Excellent. Let us go. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. This round is paired combat. Just as Kiakshet fought as King Bloodwick II defending our empire, so have dwarves always fought alongside a second. Master of all weapons, prisoner of none, Wojciech Ivo has never won the same way twice. What will he do today, lords and ladies? And will it win the day for Prince Balin? Grey Warden, choose your second, for you face Wojciech Ivo and Valans.
I have no second, I have fight alone.
Last one standing will be declared victor. Fight!
Mandem vir. Preciso de algum desafio. Esqueci o rogue. Ok, desapareceu. Voltou. Mano, estes gajos são bada fracos.
The winner is the Grey Warden. Wojciech Ivo is one of the best this arena has seen, Warden. Paramount picked wisely. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Manda vir.
Excellent. Let us go. This is a... Only 2 warriors remain. Fighting for his royal cousin Balin, Jotun Iduken has led his team to triumph over every unit so far. Challenging him on behalf of Lord Heremont, the Grey Warden has risen from nothing to stand at the competition summit. Each will lead a full unit of 4 soldiers to see once and for all whom the ancestors favor.
You fight well, but your judgment is questionable. The throne will never leave House Iduken.
Iduken. Shut up and fight.
Last one standing will be declared victor. Fight!
Estou com a equipa toda. Ainda continuo com isto, ok. Win. Sabes como é que isto já funciona, não é, Win? O gajo é um boss. Entendo. Opa, Win, dá-me vida, por amor de Deus. Win, caralho, tu és uma inútil. Puta que pariu. Foi o meu personagem. Viviana já era. Preciso beber, pessoal. Senão vou morrer. Ok, estão todos mortos. Eu acho que graças que eu não estou a perder vida. Estou até a ganhar vida. Um gajo aceita, né? Agora estou a perder vida. Morreu. Este foi difícil.
The winner is the Grey Warden! Congratulations! You defeated the man Prince Trian himself once called the Horns of my army. Do you deny this Grey Warden has earned the championship? Then it is my honor to declare this Grey Warden champion of the Proving, who has shown that the ancestors favor Lord Heremont.
May the assembly eat the ancestors and choose Heremont.
The ancestors speak through you. Congratulations, Warden.
Ok? Vencemos o torneio. E... vou parar de gravar. Estou um bocado cansado. É isso. Não sei se vamos continuar o vídeo, mas é nóis. Até já.